Hello, I just done a video called 5 survival tips, and now I thought I'll do another video like that. Let's do 5 things that you should know how to build in survival. That sounds good, and one of them's behind me. And I did it in 5 survival tips quickly, but we'll expand on it a little bit now. 5 things you should be able to build in Minecraft survival. Number 1 has got to be that cobblestone generator, because everyone should know how to build that. So obviously normally you use dirt, but we're going to use cobble because obviously once you've built it you will change it for cobble, etc, etc. So we're also going to have pistons and redstone repeaters and sticky pistons and stuff like this, because we're going to make the easiest, more advanced cobblestone generator. So we'll also need our buckets of water and lava. So as you can see there, it's very simple to make a cobblestone generator. We will break all this glass because I hate glass, something about it, and we'll build the simple one. 5 blocks in a row, 5 non-burnable blocks in a row. Don't use wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind it with a space. Cap both ends. Dig a hole down that's 1 away from one end. Place the bucket of water in this end. Place the lava in the end where you have the 3. And there you go. Simple. Cobblestone generator. Break it, mine it, cobblestone. Simple. So we're going to expand this one now. The block behind, if you replace it with a normal piston and place a block on top and place, oh, we forgot our buttons, a button in front of it or on the side of it or wherever you want. We'll put it on the side because it will be easier for later. You can press the button and it'll move your cobblestone out the way. Just makes it easier for mining. You don't lose any in the lava and it's just better. So yeah, there's that. You can also place a piston. I prefer to use a not a button. I prefer to use a sticky piston, but we'll place it there and move that block across. I don't know why, it just looks better. Then I place a block here. I place a block here, and you don't need all these. I just like to hide the piston out of the way. And here, and then you can place a lever on this side so that you can turn it off. That way it's just safer. I like to put glass on top of mine as well, just because then I can see where everything is. So I like to place a piece of glass there and there, and 2 pieces there and there. That way when you turn it on, it looks nice and even. You can push out some cobblestone. You can mine some cobblestone, and it's all safe. And it looks nice because if you just throw a couple of blocks down here, like that, it all looks even. So, well, as even can be. But anyway, that's it. That's number 1, cobblestone generator. So number 2 is the portal, and I did it on the other side of this mountain on the other video, but again I'm going to do it on this side now. Easiest way to build a portal is if we just get a flat wall and we just dig in to the wall the size you require for your portal. So we know it needs to be that across, and we know it needs to be 3 high. So you just dig in the size of the portal that you require. So we'll just put a line across here. So that's the size we want our portal to be. So we dig down these front 4 and we dig up these back 4. This would be in a wall, so it'd be hidden. Place your bucket at the top, in the middle, on either side. Doesn't matter. Then just find your pool of lava and keep bringing buckets of lava back and placing them from the bottom, working up where you want your obsidian portal to be. So once you've done up that side, again you can just place there, and when you do this one, the water will go round. And again, as long as you start at the bottom and work up, it will just fill in everything like that. And then if you want to block the water, you can just throw some cobble up there. It'll block it off, and you have your portal. So simple. Thing number 2, you should be able to build in survival. That one is super quick. That's the easiest way of doing it. So I'd recommend, unless you've got the diamond pickaxe and the time to mine it, then go for it. But if you're just wanting to get to the nether in survival, that is the quickest way to do it. And less resources, because you just need, what is it, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buckets of lava and 1 bucket of water. And a normal pickaxe to dig into it, a normal wall or hill or anywhere you want. So yes, that is thing you should be able to build, number 2. So number 3, we're going to go on to, we'll go on to a redstone clock. The reason I say everyone should be able to build that is because it's very helpful for the said cobblestone generator that we built before. Because out the way sheep, if we find this cobblestone generator and we just remove this to find the piston, this one here, and we place a repeater into it, stick a delay on it, doesn't matter. We need some redstone and grab some redstone. Now, the smallest clock you can make, everyone should have seen, everyone should be able to make, is 4 repeaters going round in a circle like that, all with a bit of delay so that it doesn't go too fast. Redstone in the corners, and just take off one of these to the repeater in the back of that piston. So there you have your 4 smallest clock, and obviously you can make it bigger, smaller, however you want. Now I'll show you the easiest way to turn it on is place a block, leave a space next to one of the redstone and place a block. Place a lever on the back of the block and turn it on. Grab a redstone torch and I'll swap out the cobblestone and place it on the opposite side of the lever, and it will flick straight off like that. And you see that will start the clock. So watch that, and I think that's a bit too fast. So give it a bit more delay. We might have to break some of these until, see, it's still a bit fast. So if we delay a little bit more, let's just take them all. You have to be careful though that if you go too slow on this tiny clock, what happens is it seems to just turn off. The other thing is that if it gets to the end, it stops pushing anyway. Right, we'll just throw more delay on it and hope it doesn't lock the clock. Right, let's see. Is that broken it? No, you still need to delay it even more, but yeah, you get the point. You may even need to add extra repeaters. Doesn't really matter how many, as long as you keep them all going in the same direction, then the signal will go slower and slower. The more, got rid of my block, didn't I? The slower and slower, the more repeaters and the more delay, obviously. So But this is something we should all know how to build, because if you have this as your cobblestone generator, you now definitely have enough time. You've never got to worry about it. You just keep coming. Whenever you need cobblestone, just mine. So, there. A clock is something you should all know how to do. The other way of doing a clock is by using hoppers. Very resource heavy though, but if you want to use hoppers, you can use hoppers. If we just get a hopper and place it into this block, and then just keep placing hoppers coming out of hoppers, and then loop round, and again it's however many you want, the longer you go, yeah, and then break that last block and connect it round into a loop, and then you use a comparator wherever they are, coming off of one of the, oh I didn't pick it up because I had no room, coming off of one of the hoppers, throw something in the hoppers, and it'll go round and round and cause a pulse off of the comparator. So the good thing about this one is you can make it have many different things happening off of one loop, because every time it gets to the comparator, I keep forgetting to put the repeaters on, don't I? It will turn on. So yeah, that's the other thing. When you use a comparator, make sure you have a repeater afterwards, because it only gives one signal. So yes, so that's your two different basic clocks. Should know how to use them, because you can make everything a lot easier if it does it on its own. And it's really simple if you stick to this one. So what are we on now? So we've done 1 cobblestone generator, 2 the portal, 3 a clock, 2 different versions. What's next? Number 4, something you should be able to build in survival. This one's for all the lever haters, is how to turn the lever into a button. So there's a couple of ways of doing this as well. Oh, smashing everything up, but I don't care, this map doesn't matter. Yeah, easiest way, well, least resource, well I don't know actually, they're both about the same. Go to redstone, we'll grab normal piston, sticky piston, redstone block, redstone torches, and a block, any block. Yeah, so, oh we need the levers, or the buttons that we are turning into levers. So, there's a T flip-flop. That's very simple. Dig 2 into the floor, place a torch in 1, place normal pistons over the hole, place a block in front of one of the pistons, place redstone coming out from where the torch is. That's your output. Then place 2 more blocks on top over the gap, redstone torch on each end, and then this redstone, the 2 together, place a block off the opposite side that you've done this one to, and this is your input. So that's the simple way. If all you lever haters want buttons to open doors and leave doors open, this is what you need. So we'll just take this redstone to a random, let's see, door. Door. Let's go for an iron door. So yes, that will just open. Then, when instead of having a lever to keep it open, you can place your button, and your door opens. Press your button again, and your door closes. Because, let's face it, buttons are better than levers. The other way is FedEx does the monostable circuit or something. So that one is a bit more, yeah, it is a little bit more resources, but it's more, I don't know, you can fit it in better on builds, because this, you've got to leave a lot of space around it because of the torches, and it all interferes with other builds. The way he does it, you can fit it in better. That's why. Yeah, basically you have input, and let me remember, the easiest way to do it is place a block up, and we'll just put that over there. You place a normal piston with, oh, we haven't got the sand, a block of sand on top. Now let's see if I get this right. Then we place a block that side with a repeater facing out, and I've just got rid of the block, that was a bit silly. Then from this block we have, what is it now, is it a sticky piston facing out and a redstone block, no, a redstone block. I think that's it. Let's have a look. So this would be your output. Let's see if I've got this right or if I've missed something. I've probably missed something because I'm not very good at this one. Now we'll place our bottom on the floor just so we can. Is the door open? Wait a minute. Did I do the output wrong? Did I do the output wrong? Right, that door's open. So yeah, that's it. That's it. That is the simplest form of it that I can do. So yeah, if the redstone's here at the end, input, output, that's it. So what's that? That's two pistons. That's two pistons, but you need slime. That's more redstone, yeah. But this one interferes with a lot less, you see. So simply press the button, the door will change. Press the button, the door will change. The stupid pig gets on the sand, and the door will change. So yes, that is the monostable circuit. So hey, suffocated in sand. So that is number 4. So 17 minutes, we're on to number 5. And I think number 5, what should we do? I think we'll do the simple Jeb door. I think everyone should know how to build the Jeb door because it's so simple, and yeah, put that there. We need a lever as well. We'll go for the lever version because it's the simplest. So the Jeb door, building it into something though, that's the best way of doing it. Let's come down here and find a mounting. So we're going to put a Jeb door in here because we can. So you decided you want to build into a mountain, we're going to put a Jeb door in. So dig to where you want your door to be, a 2x2. Then dig in, what is it, 2 more back. Then come in and you see the 4 to the side, dig those out, 2 and 2, like that, and do the same on the other side, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So that's where your Jeb doors come in. So what you want to do first is sticky piston up them 2 side walls. This is the easiest way I can think to do it. Then stand in your doorway and place sticky pistons on these sides like this. Then place the block of choice. We're going to use this wood just because I've got it, and that's it. That's the main working. So now to redstone it up. Dig in another 2 deep. Now easiest way to do this is dig up that square by 3, like so. Now if you were doing this in survival, you just throw a ladder up here, but we can fly, so we'll fly. Then turn around and dig back over the way you came in by the 4. So again here, we'll just block this up. Imagine you'd just be filling it all in with dirt because you'd be hiding it anyway. So yeah, so you see you have an exact same 2 by 2 by 2 cube above. And again, dig out the sides 2 by 2. And again, we didn't choose a very good wall to build into, so we'll just hide all this. Imagine it was all buried in like a cliff front, because that's the way it would be normally. Or you could just hide it with mud like I did there with wood. But we'll swap out this sand because we don't need it, and we'll throw a torch there because I can't see properly. So again, both sides 2 deep, like so. So now, easiest way to do it is place redstone along the 2 ends. Place a repeater going in to each one next to that gap and put them both on 2 ticks. Place 2 pieces of redstone to connect the 2 together, and that's it. So if you just wanted this to be a hidey hole, see now obviously if all that was done in mod, it would be a lot better. So if you just wanted this to be a hidey hole, you just run in, turn around, place your lever here and pull it, and that's it. You're hidden. Done. Gone. If you want to hide it from the outside, place a redstone torch. What I'll do is I'll actually break these 2 so I can get out. Place a redstone torch on one of these 2 and it will shut the door. Go outside and place a lever on the back of that block and you can open it from that side. So obviously let's grab some mud actually and tidy this thing up because we can. So fill in these 2, swap these out for mud because, well, saying that, we can actually just fill in this bit for mud now because we don't need any of that space there. Ooh. So yeah, if we don't need it there and it's not blocking anything now, we can just get rid of it, see, to make it look more hidden. That's got the redstone behind, hasn't it? That one, yeah. So yeah, you can hide it like this, and if we swap these out for the mud as well, you'll see that it's, well, what I would personally do here is I'd probably place a piece of stone in there, just because it would probably look more natural like that. So yes, so only you would know, and you could possibly as well, if we take these 2 out of the way so we can get in, swap that one for stone and then place the torch on the back. You could place like a distinctive piece of stone there like that, so only you would know that this piece of stone was where you had your treasure hidden. But yeah, using the button lever thing that we built a minute ago and making this, whoops, I forgot to put the redstone torch on, didn't I? Using that as your output, I hope I've given you enough tips, and Minecraft has crashed. So that's all for now. It's lucky we're not saving this one anyway, and join me next time for another chips, and hopefully then the bug fix will fix that Jeb door. It could be because I've just been on my Xbox for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But anyway, till next time. Bye.